Chair. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Western world entered a strange interlude in which we forgot about the realities of the great power politics. The real failure was to ignore the resurgence of two of the old great powers, China and Russia. Not just to ignore, but to enable their rise. US administrations helped China's rapid growth, especially after the Beijing government was allowed into the World Trade Organization. America's political establishment told themselves a fairy story that China would liberalise. As for Russia, its return to military power was enabled by the Europeans buying Russian natural gas and oil in a vain attempt to look green at home and turning a blind eye to Putin's increasingly despotic rule. European leaders, including successive Irish governments, told themselves a fairy story that Russia would liberalise. We had ample evidence that we were making a mistake. We now have farmers who can't get their hands on fertiliser in this country. And if they can get their hands on fertiliser, they're paying through the nose. We have rumours that Russian ships were heading to Ireland full of fertiliser, but to steer off into France as they're not welcome in Ireland. So do we have European unity on this issue, or is it a case of we will sort you out behind the scenes and nobody will know where that ship ends up, or nobody will know where the fuel will end up, or where it comes from? You know, I do have to commend the people of West Cork and the kindness they have shown to the people of the Ukraine. I have first-hand experience of the situation that I helped bring a young boy into this country who had leukemia, Leonard, and this little boy came from the Ukraine with his parents, very, very ill. And I want to thank so many people, especially the people who have been so generous on his GoFundMe page, who have sent gifts and done so much. The medical practice, my own doctors down in Skull, to the Crumlins Children's Hospital, where the child is now at this present time. And, you know, and I'd like to thank you and the massive support they're getting, and the family are so thankful. And also the people of Bantry there in the St. Patrick's Day Parade, that had the Ukrainians at the front, and putting people at the forefront like that has helped a lot. You know, we talk a lot about what needs to be done. I was first off the block to say here that we need to look at community centres, we need to look at local, maybe closed schools, facilities like that can be used to help the Ukrainians to settle here for the time being, especially rural communities, because rural communities are dying a death anyway. They can well cater for these people in these times anyway.